going on, guys? What's going on? Eric here, Driveline World's okay, steering wheel holder. Let's see, where's my... That's all good. Remembered to get my external mic set up. I keep forgetting it in all my video. I forgot it in the video that went up for members tonight. Jim C, what's up, man? Andy called me Jim C, and was worried about starting a political fight in our in that chat that we're in, that group thread that we're all in. That's why I just ignore the politics when there's 10 or more people in a chat like that. I just don't engage. Backwoods, what's going on? Good evening, you guys. No hippie, delivering in Republic, then getting that new technology. Lyle's excited about that new technology, man. You know, what's funny about that new technology is there ain't shit about it that's new. This technology is actually pretty damn old. I think there's companies that have been using this new technology for like 4 or 5 years. Shamarcus, what's up, man? Shamarcus is out there trying to do the daily vlog thing. Dude, I did that for a while. It beats you down. I had a year, Shamarcus, where I did, I want to say 280 videos that year. So tip of the hat for you if you can do it for the full month of December, because it just beats you down. But I will also say it's very good for your channel. However, you can't really, you can slow down in December, but you can't slow down that much. You have to keep some consistent videos going. Otherwise, you'll start, you know. But tip of the hat to you, man. I appreciate it. I love having videos to listen to while I'm driving. Alan Murphy, what's up? Hopper, what's going on, man? Norman, what's up? Jenna won't be on tonight. She took a baby driver to do something fun. So I was on the phone with Andy. I don't think he's in here. Maybe he is. Eddie Plank, what's up? And we were talking about just being really, really optimistic. I'm very optimistic and bullish on the decisions Prime is making, Prime's freight lanes, Prime's contracts going into 2025. I'm very bullish and optimistic, you guys. More so than I've been for a couple years. And it's a good feeling because we need something to grab onto. Lyle and I were on the phone this morning at like 3:30 this morning, and you know, Lyle and I, we came in about the same time. The very beginning of 2019. And so both Lyle and I came in at the right time to be able to see Prime like rise to its peak and then lose so much of what made Prime special. So it's good to have something to be able to look at and say, okay, this is a good place to be pulling freight right now. And it's all business, but it's good. Like economically, I'm just very bullish and optimistic on Prime. Norman, politics, everyone should aggressively be involved. Why? Because it has to do with decisions regarding every aspect. Norman, I'm not saying don't be involved. I'm just saying when we have a group chat of, I don't know, probably about 15 Prime drivers, and that chat is designed to be a place where they can come ask questions like Prime related and shoot the shit too. But I don't want that chat to be derailed by political arguments. You know what I mean? I'm not saying don't be involved or don't talk politics. I'm just saying when you have something like that you want to stay pure and for its purpose, you got to be really careful. Hopper, I may be fired. Did you really, Hopper? I didn't hear that. I think I listened to the safety meeting. Did you mean in the comments, or did you ask? I didn't hear someone. Did I miss that? David, been sitting in Joplin since 0200 waiting on a load. Well, you know, it's Sunday. Hey, here's the thing. Here's the thing, David. And this is what Andy and I were just talking about on the phone. For the first 6 months, and he says the same thing, for the first 6 months of this year, you would oftentimes sit for 24 hours between loads, and then you'd have an extra day on the load. So the rate really didn't matter. You were just getting screwed just by not having the volume to, try and meet your weekly gross objective. And that was devastating, man, for a lot of us. For some of us, it didn't hit so hard, but for a lot of us, it was really bad. And that's not the case right now. Occasionally, you'll sit and wait a little bit. Now, just so you know, you guys, you're entering into the pre-Christmas, like, you get ready for it. It's going to hurt here over the next couple of weeks. Like, don't be surprised if you're sitting. But that's not related to just general prime freight and lanes. That's just the end of the year, man. Lyle says, Hopper, better chill. They want to squash any resistance. Yeah, man. Oh, it was in the YouTube chat comments. Your opinion about it? Yeah. I've been pretty vocal and outspoken about it, but I've also been like, it just is what it is. David, oh yeah, it sucks sitting. I hate it. Yeah. Because an example, like I'm having to fight loads off more than I have for a year. Like I'm fighting loads off, and it's loads that I can't. Like they proposed a load while I was asleep today, so I deliver tonight at 2300. I'm delivering at 2300 tonight, so I'm going to be leaving. I still got 100 miles to go. I'm going to be leaving here in about 30, 40 minutes. At this receiver, it's notorious for taking 5 or 6 hours. So I won't get out of there until probably 4 or 5 at the earliest, unless I'm unless I'm lucky. And I've got a 20,000 pound load of a ton of SKUs of candy bars. It takes forever to count that shit. So I don't think I'm going to be lucky. Well, they proposed a load picking up at 11 a.m. tomorrow, and there's just like it's too much of a risk to commit to that, because I got to deal with washout. How are my hours going to work? I don't know what kind of split I'm going to get. I'm having to fight that shit off right now. That is unusual for me. Usually I'm having to fight off loads. If I'm fighting off loads, it's because they're just crap loads that set me up the wrong way. The past couple of weeks, it's been like, man, I don't know if I can get to that. Like that's just back to back, turn and burn. Justin, we all sit at the most inconvenient times, it seems. Man, that's so true. Like, I don't know, the times that I want to sit, I don't get to. It's churn and burn and gun and run. The times that that's the times that I want to sit a little bit. The times that I don't want to sit, like tonight, I'm well rested. I just slept 7.5 solid hours, which is very rare for me. And I've got a full clock, and I'd like to leave this place and immediately go pick something up. That's probably not what's going to happen. I wish that load would have worked out that way, but it just had too much of a gap between when I would be leaving this customer and when I'd have to be picking up, but not enough gap to make sure that I actually could make it there and pick it up. Let's see, Hopper. Someone else commented about it also after me, saying that he won nothing even though he ran the whole incentive period. Yeah, Hopper, I cannot... I can't stand the lot. I don't know why, because as I said in that video that I did about this program, it doesn't impact me. I'm not going to be running. I'm going home like the 17th, and I won't be back out. Jenna's birthday is New Year's, so I won't be back out, until after her birthday. So it doesn't impact me. But for some reason, it just really gets under my skin that that someone made the decision to do this again after all the outrage last year. Like I just. Oh, and another thing is, on Friday you'll notice Jim, who was it? Whoever was up there speaking about it, he even said that. Even if you're under a load and they can help you make it work to where you can take that load home and sit on that load for 2 days during Christmas, you would still get entries for those 2 days. Do you know how fucked up that is? That's basically telling you that, hey, someone is going to have to sleep in an alley behind a shipper. But the guy who got to go home and be with his family on a load has just as much a chance of winning $25,000 as the dude sleeping behind the alley in their truck pissing in a bottle. Like, it's just not, I don't know why it rubs me so wrong, man, but the lottery thing just rubs me the wrong way. Let's see, Slowpoke, I only haul combos. Combos, you mean like the pretzels? I know what you mean. David, I got the good old camera installed. I noticed Copilot doesn't include fuel stops and can't search for washouts. What a pain in the ass. Well, it doesn't include fuel stops, but your fuel stop is now a location in the dispatch. So now your fuel stop is a location. So if you go into dispatch on GeoTab, in your Prime app on the tablet, the fuel stop now will open up in Copilot. So, it's a little bit of a workaround. Yeah, washouts. But see, I use Garmin for all that shit. When I just copy the address in the Prime app on my phone or wherever I'm going to get fuel, and then just use my phone to send that to Garmin. And that's the way I've always done it. It does suck not being able to look up codes or see washouts in Copilot. But you can open up your fuel stop directly from the Prime app into Copilot. I'll tell you this, man. I'll take Copilot over that whatever shit there was on was Omni Tracks, or what was it called? I can't remember what it was called. Navigo. Oh my God. Ugh. I did like the database and all that stuff, but I hated it. I hated that you couldn't do multi-stop. I hated that it wouldn't, like, Copilot immediately redirects you. Like if you choose to go some different way or you miss your exit or something like that, it immediately resolves itself. It doesn't like just out of route and get stuck there. You know what I mean? Norman says E back to you. Hopper, come on, y'all, hit the thumbs up. Jennifer needs a new pair of shoes. I actually just bought her a pair of shoes. But yes, hit the thumbs up. How do we only have 10 thumbs up? 50 or 60 people in here. David Allen, I remember when they gave the 3 trucks away, one person only ran 4 days of it and won a truck. Oh, is that the case? I didn't know that. I didn't really pay attention. Wasn't that last year with the trucks? I feel like that was last year with the trucks. Well, I can tell you, whoever it was that got one of those trucks probably got quite the surprise on the tax bill on that, because wouldn't you have to pay an income tax and a sales tax depending on the state? I don't know, I may be wrong on that. Navajo. What Garmin do you use? I have the, what is it? I've got the diesel OTR 710. Diesel OTR 710. I had to look it up in the app on my phone. I do remember her birthday. Did I get it right, Hopper? Please tell me I got it right. It's New Year's Day, right? My wife is born on New Year's Day, and I have the hardest time, for some reason, for the decade that we've been together, remembering if it's New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Shamarcus, I agree with Lyle on what he said in one of his live videos. Seemed like the driver advisory board would have addressed and relayed driver's issue with the lottery. Yeah, we talked about that, he and I, this morning, because I was on the driver advisory board and was able to give him a little insight. I'm not trying to smack talk the dab. I don't know how it's been the last couple of years. I'll just say that I found my face in my palms more than once in some of those meetings on the kind of stuff that time was devoted to. Hopper, I recommend any new Garmin. Yeah, I like Garmin. The only thing I hate about the Garmin, and I hate it, is if you connect Bluetooth, at least the one I have, there's no way to tell Garmin, I never want to get calls on the Garmin, and I never want to see text messages on the Garmin, and I don't want to hear the chime when a new text message comes in to my phone on the Garmin. I don't want any of that. All I want is for the Garmin to connect to my phone and let my phone send addresses to the Garmin. That's all I want. Nobody wants to make a phone call on the fucking Garmin. But I can't find any way to turn that off. If you're connected to it, then it seems to want, sometimes it'll transfer a call to the Garmin while I'm driving, and I have this Garmin headset, which I love. This thing is dope. But occasionally, like if I turn that off, it'll transfer whatever's happening on my phone to the Garmin, and it's asinine. Nobody wants to listen to music on the Garmin or talk on the phone on the Garmin. Don't say it's New Year's Eve. Don't fuck with me, dude. Don't fuck with me. Have a Garmin 800, couple years old. Marietta, howdy, good evening. Justin Allen, I wonder if they still have the trucks. Yeah, good question. Viejo, am I saying that right? 15 years with Prime, never worked Christmas until last year, never again. Yeah, man. Wade Henderson, how you doing? M. Hopper, no, it's New Year's Eve. Dude, if you're fucking with me, man, please be safe out there. Thank you. Rooney, what do you think of the new Freightliner? I don't know. I don't have a new Freightliner. Hopper, go into settings and turn off notifications on the Garmin. Where? Where is that? Settings. I don't have settings for notifications. You're talking about... It's not on the phone. Is it on the Garmin itself? Is it on the Garmin itself? This is my face. I am a cadet. Hello, how are you and the family? This is my face. I am a cadet. That's a long name. Family's doing great, man. A silent night, no Christmas for me, not worth my time. Yeah, definitely not worth it. I haven't seen a new design of the Freightliner. Dick Dickerson uses Trucker Path. I use Trucker Path pretty religiously to find places, but I just like my Garmin. I just like my Garmin. Marietta, I'm upset with the new company pulling out freight. Is this the place to vent tonight? What do you mean, the new company pulling out freight? What do you mean by that? I don't have that setting on my phone, you guys. Old Chinese man. Look, if I go to OTR, and it's not on right now, and I go to settings, there's no setting for notification. There's none. There's no settings for notifications in the phone. Settings, apps, Garmin. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about in the phone settings. Oh, this is fucking amazing, you guys. See, you guys are problem solvers. Now I know what you're talking about. You're talking about not in the Garmin settings, but in the phone settings. Dude, so can I make it not transfer calls to it as well? It doesn't show the Garmin app. Oh, it'd be diesel. It's under diesel. Notifications. So this works the other way. Allow notifications, no notifications. So, oh, I hope this works. This is amazing. This right here might be worth having alive. Just that one thing. So Hopper's saying on the Garmin, go to settings. I couldn't find it on the Garmin, but I just turned off notifications on my phone. But does that would be no notifications on the phone, or does that mean it's not going to send notifications to the Garmin? Because I just turned it off in the Garmin app, settings, apps, diesel. On the Garmin, go to settings. Yeah, it's not. I can't find it in the Garmin settings. Marietta, one of their drivers told me he enjoys passing all of us and was laughing. There was lots more said. What do you mean? What company are you talking about? Daniel, there's a way. This is my face says, I want to know when you stop for the night, do the cameras and trucks stop running? Yes, they do. Old Chinese man, it's in the main phone settings. Man, I hope that works. I just turned it off. I hope that works. Mr. Not Nice, good night, fam. Good night to you. Lyle, you should tell that driver you enjoy making noise. Maria, I hate feeling like the laughing stock. Let's see, Norman, Eric, I don't use Bluetooth settings to GPS. Is there an advantage? Well, so don't you have to be connected through Bluetooth to send your addresses from your phone to the Garmin? Because that's what I do. And I do that all through the night. I don't want to not be able to do that. I don't want to have to type anything on the Garmin itself. I want to copy an address in my phone, paste it in the Garmin app on my phone, and send it to the Garmin device. I don't want to type anything on the Garmin device. Oh, Trans Am. Guys, I'm telling you guys, the Trans Am thing is good for us. I wish I could say more. I really wish I could say more. Andy and I were just talking about this earlier because Andy's got insight on it too. And Andy's been driving for Prime since 2010, I think. 2010. Slowpoke, you should have seen the ray of light that lit up behind you when you realized he was talking about the phone. Yeah, man, it's like pulling the sword out of the stone, you know what I mean? Daniel, call Garmin customer service. They will teach you. Oh, God, that just sounds like a nightmare. Old Chinese man, appreciate you guys. Let's see, Ghost Cat, how often can you go home? Well, I go home pretty damn often, I'll be honest with you. I was just home for 3 weeks in November, and I'll be going home for probably close to 3 weeks on the 16th or the 17th. This is my face. There was a guy having a relation with his woman, and he got fired and was a total shock. This is not right. Just close your curtains, man. It's not. I don't think the camera, like that to me is not the big deal. That doesn't bother me. Someone should enlighten me, then I'm ready to walk. Marietta, I wish I could. I really wish I could. The person who I sat down with while I was in Springfield, who gave me the full picture of that, asked me very specifically not to talk about it on YouTube. And I'm going to respect that, and I'm going to honor that. But man, I want to. Oh, I so want to. It's just not my place. But I will say it ultimately is going to be a very good thing for us. And I know why it's going to be a very good thing for us. And you shouldn't have any concerns. Hopper, I rarely use the send addresses to the Garmin through the send to Garmin app. Oh, I use it every day, bro. Every day. Norman, Trans Am will bring customers to us. God, I wish I could talk about it. Rooney, we get access to their lanes too. Trans Am is good merge. Don't be worried about it. Rooney's on the right track. I'm saying too much. You guys. Daniel is in the GPS. Not sure what you're saying there, bro. Wondering Wolf, this is my face. I'm a cadet. I saw that they sent him a screenshot having him having sex and fire. Was that Prime or just the cameras in general? Screenshots with his bare ass. Hey, this camera's seen my bare ass. I'll moon the shit out of this camera. When the 2 green lights are on, I don't give a shit, dude. Marietta, who should I talk to then? Well, I can tell you this. Anyone who actually knows the full details is not going to give you the full details. And I'm not sure why that is, but I'm sure there's a reason. There's got to be reasons that it's not being fully explained. Ghost Cats, do you have to chain up super singles? I don't even have chains on my truck, bro. I have no chains on my truck. I have no auto socks on my truck, no chains. Fuck no, I ain't ever chained up my truck. Slowpoke TNT, first load after Thanksgiving, I rescued a Trans Am driver, repowered an hour away from the house, and it was decent. Nice. Repowers don't work out too often for me. Okay, don't tell us in YouTube, text me and I'll say something, it won't be you. No, bro. Mr. Not Nice, I moon the camera daily. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the camera's seen my meat and 2 veg as well. Trans Am just lost a big lawsuit because of inward-facing cameras. I think I've heard that a few different places. in the end, Prime is going to buy out Trans Am, kind of like they did with Milky Way Tanker Division years ago. It starts like it did with Trans Am hauling our freight, and then Prime buys them out. Oh, man. Oh, I wish I could talk about it, you guys. The dude, one of my truck battery died on my Pete. Where should I get it replaced? If you're going to replace it with just the standard, you can just go to Peterbilt. You know, I mean, they're basically like $100, right? For just the standard battery. If you're going to try to get deep cycle, which I wish that I could have done, it's just so damn expensive. You're going to be out $400 or $500 per battery. Interstate Battery has some really nice deep cycle. So if you want like good cold start deep cycle, Prime doesn't sell them. Prime only sells the standard, standard bitch $100 battery. But if you want to invest in the good cold start deep cycle batteries that you know are just really good, really you can run a pure sine inverter on them, all that good stuff. You're going to be paying probably $2,000 for all 4 batteries, but they're the shit, man. Let's see. Wade Hendrickson, is Prime still hiring? I believe so. David Allen, just my thoughts on it. Rooney, in 6 months, Trans Am will be no more. Shamarcus, Prime is smart. Whatever they do is very calculated. They are set up not to take losses. Yes, exactly, Shamarcus, exactly. Prime is very strategic. They don't go blow money without having some guarantees on what the return on that's going to be. It will all be Prime monopoly. Mr. Not Nice, I put on a show daily. Have you ever considered Acrobat video editing for what you do, Norman? No, I don't. I use Final Cut Pro and Apple Motion at home, but I haven't actually edited videos in years. The only thing I edit at home, I use Apple Motion to make my intros, but on my phone, I just use an app called Video Shop, and I love it. It's so easy and fast, and I bought the premium. I think it was like $20 or something. But I use that app every single video. It's called Video Shop. Marietta, sorry, I'm just really angry at what this guy said to me. It's understandable. Silent Night, 12 years, I never used chains. The original set I got rusted to dust. My socks are still in the original packaging. Yeah, I don't have chains on my truck. And before anyone says, oh, you're driving illegally, I don't go anywhere where chains are mandatory to be on your truck. I used to, I did. Now, one of my trucks, the driver had to put socks on one time, and he put the socks on wrong, and they all ripped up and flew off immediately. I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I don't remember what it was, like $400 or $500 worth of auto socks that he destroyed, and they flew off immediately. And he was like, well, the socks came off after 1 mile, and now they got holes in them. I'm like, dude, either he drove too fast with them or just didn't read the instructions or what, I don't know. But yeah, I ain't got chains on my truck of any kind. Let's see. Ghost Cat, I've drove the same route for the last 10 years and OTR for 3 years before. Can I come to Prime and do a lease, or would they make me be company driver? I don't think they would make you be company driver first. It's possible that you're going to have to do some training if you haven't done OTR in recent years. You just have to talk to a recruiter. That's possible because they want recent OTR experience, I believe. Rooney says Marietta people are just going to let them. A lot of times they themselves don't even know what they're talking about. Always, man, I get so much shit talking to me in the comment section on my channel. Just constant shit talking. It is what it is. All right, I got to go here in a few minutes, you guys. I got to drive. Go get this 20,000 pounds of candy bars offloaded. Hopper, I came in with a CDL, did my training, and went into Elise. Yes, Hopper drove for, was it Werner Hopper? For a very short stint. Silent Night, have to go through training, then it's your choice. Yeah. Dick Dickerson, Prime is hiring non-English speaking immigrants now. Norman, Eric, I'm an old F. You mean old fuck? 66 years old. I have chained up twice, sweated like a madman, but what do you expect from Uper from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan? So, you've chained up twice. Yeah, I mean, I carried chains back when Jen and I teamed. We ran coast to coast through the winters. When I was training, I ran them, my students, up into the Northwest to try to give them experience. So I'd carry chains or auto socks, you know, when I needed, but I wasn't going to drive if the chains would be needed. But now I just refuse to go anywhere where there's chains mandatory to be on your truck, no matter what the weather is. If it's chains mandatory, it's a route that I won't run. Hopper, 3 weeks with Werner. Prime wasn't hiring from Florida at the time. Yeah. Rooney says, yes, you can lease. I came here with 1 year OTR, no training, and went straight into a lease. Dick Dickerson, if you don't believe me, next time you're in Pittston, talk to security. What were you saying before? Oh, non-English speaking. Yeah. All right, guys, I seriously got to get going. I really appreciate you stopping in. Real quick, I'm going to be here for 60 seconds. Hit the thumbs up. Come on, guys. Smash it before you go. It's free. Give me like 5 or 10 more likes on that. I have a video that went up to channel members tonight. It'll be up for you guys tomorrow. I netted to the truck over $5,000 last week. Pre-tax net to the truck. So it's the first time that in a long time that I've talked about money on this channel. I normally don't do it, but I had to do it because there's some Hirschbach and some other guys out there trash talking us. So it's like, okay, let's talk about what's possible at Prime in a perfect storm. See, Schmarkus, most people put their chains on at the bottom of Donner Pass right after Reno. By the time they get to the top of the mountain, the chains be all over the highway. Yeah, dude. Donner Pass kick your ass, man. I lived in Reno. I went to high school in Reno. We used to play football against Truckee. And we had games in the winter, and that was just, man, it can be something else out there. Drive safe, hit the thumbs up, have a blessed evening, peeps, and Merry Christmas to you all. Yes, Silent Night, thank you. Drive nights, Indy to St. Louis. Ghost Cat, yeah, I just woke up, man. It's time to, I got my coffee here I'm about to pound into. I'm ready to go. I love night driving. This is the perfect time to get up and go, man. Love it. I'm all about it. All right, you guys, be safe, make good decisions, always drive, thrive. Talk to y'all soon.